Dear brothers and sisters, in the year of St. Joseph and on the solemnity of him, I would like to share a few reflections based on the life of St. Joseph. I would like to use a short story from the Indian tradition in order to illustrate the greatness and the deep power that his silence has in the life of the church and in the life of every Christian, a religious and a priest. There was a sannyasi living a simple life amidst the people in a village. And while he was living there, he used to give these villagers simple herbs of medicine for their healing. He used to talk to them, counsel them. He used to be a good companion to all those people who were in that particular village. The gods in the heavens, having impressed by this noble soul, they came down to ask him if he needs any favor from God. He said, I don't need any favor. Then they asked him, ask for a blessing. Do you want a blessing of whomever you touch that they be cured? No, it is the power of God that heals. I do not wish to have the power of God. I wish to give that power to God Himself, and I do not wish to possess that power of God. No, you must ask something. Then they ask him, do you want a power of converting people, sinners, especially by your words and persuasion? He says, no, I don't need. It is the duty of noble souls like you, the Devas, who are committed to converting the sinners and the people towards God. It is your duty. I do not wish to take over what belongs to the Devas. But they insist that you must ask something. Then the sannyasi says, I wish to continue all that I am doing at the moment. Whomever that I am meeting, may they find deep joy and consolation. Whomever that I am treating with these simple herbs, that they be cured with the power of God. Whomever I touch, that they find deep joy and consolation in their lives. And the gods, having been pleased with this request, they grant him. But he says there is one condition, that whatever good happens to people, neither I must know, nor they must know. It is because of me that it is happening. And wherever this sannyasi went, people experienced deep joy and prosperity. Whomever he touched, they experienced healing. Whomever he counseled, they were recovered from their depression. But neither he knew, nor the people knew, that he was acting as the sacred shadow of God, without knowing that he is the cause, nor the people knowing that he is the cause. St. Joseph is someone like this in the life of the church, that he himself may not know that he wields great power upon the life of the church, upon the life of every family, upon the life of every religious and priest. Therefore, I draw three lessons from the life of St. Joseph, both for those of us in the family and for those who are in religious and priestly life. The first lesson I draw from the life of St. Joseph is his deep commitment to the family of Nazareth. Though he was not the physical father of Jesus, though he had no marital relationship with Mary, but his deep dedication and commitment till the end of his life is a great surprise. And the way in which he always took risk on behalf of the Holy Family is something that we need to learn from, both as members of family as well as members of religious life. Therefore, he calls upon every married person to commit himself to love their spouses, to love their children. Therefore, he also reminds every priest and religious, though we may not have any physical relationship with any person in the world, but we are committed to the cause of them, deeply dedicated to their needs and aspirations. Therefore, St. Joseph is a motivation for those who are in the family as well as in religious commitment. And the second lesson that I draw from is his chaste way of living. St. Joseph, having been married and living in the same house and sharing the same marriage bed, surely would have all the time had to meet and relate with the person of Mary. And the one great surprise is how he would have lived a chaste way of life in spite of living with a woman in a close proximity, even of the proximity of a bed. This is the chastity. This is the kind of celibacy that we need both in our family relationships with the spouses and also in our relationship with the opposite sex in our lives as committed priests and religious. The third lesson that I draw from the life of St. Joseph is that his way of handling the little boy Jesus in the carpentry shop, where he must have used very unsafe or even dangerous tools, but at the same time protected the little child from the dangers of the tools, the unsafe tools that he used in the carpentry. We also face a lot of dangerous tools in our society today. How to protect our little children, how to protect our deep innocence in our own lives is a great lesson that we need to draw from the life of St. Joseph.